Hello everyone, this is Overmind and welcome back to another StarCraft 2 replay cast. Over here, spawning on the left side of the map, we have GNR's Fish, sending off his overlord to scout. And over here on the left side of the map, originally spawning on the left side of the map, it looks like we have our Terran player in red, James Aim, who's going to go ahead and just float to this gold. Now, it is worth noting that this map is kind of special in that it has these very close together gold expansions, which are kind of vulnerable. They have a large-ish ramp. It's very easy to see and scout when someone takes them, and they're actually pretty close to your opponent's bases. So we'll see if this works out for him or not. Probably pretty good idea to wall off here a little bit, start that pretty early, as this overlord is going to go ahead and see this right about now. So Fish definitely knows what's up and sees that this base has moved. And of course, in response, we do see the pool, although this is about the time that he should have a pool or an expansion. Either case, I just want to go ahead and point out at this time, look how nice the little StarCraft's decals look down here on his creep with that nice contrast in blue. Excellent. Fish looking good. James looking like he's going to go ahead and wall in, which is probably the correct choice, although the wall in is a little bit awkward here. That's not a complete wall in. He did go ahead and test it to make sure. That looks a little bit better, although I'm not totally sure. No, I think that's walled in now. Alright, good. Well, yeah, walled in. Excellent. It's really hard to tell from that angle. In any case, it looks like he does have a Marine. He has a couple SCVs moving out as well, for some reason. Alright, a little bit of non-standard play, but that is alright, that's okay, because it's interesting. There's Zerglings out on the field now, and there's one or two Marines trying to deal with the Zerglings. Okay, it's not going well. It's not going well. And now these two SCVs are left by themselves to run from these Lings, who do not yet have speed, which is good for them. This single Marine is going to go ahead and pull back. Oh, looks like he does have a couple more here. Oh, he's lowered the supply depot. Oh, and those two SCVs are left to die because they're not going to be able to get in the supply depot before the Zerglings are allowed to run in as well. So those two are gone. But that's fine, because this base is still up and going, and he has a whole lot of money. Of course, so does Fish. Fish really needs to focus on his money, and on that note, probably on expanding, since the hatchery of a Zerg player is also their production building. So having another one would be really great, although right now he does have an intimidating number of Lings. No speed on the way just yet. Although we are starting to mine gas now, so hopefully that will be on the way shortly, because that makes regular Zerglings into even more threatening and scary Zerglings, which is really what you want if you're a Zerg player. To have the Queen throwing down the creep tumor, hopefully so that these defensive structures can get sort of closer to this ramp here. There's a few Marines getting killed mid-map. Zerglings are coming. This reactor is, I think the Zerglings can they run in over here? No, not quite. Not quite. He did try. It looks like the reactor is going to go ahead and get taken out. Supply depot is probably going to go down. He needs to repair, and he has the money for it. He should repair. Oh, he loses a supply depot. Very close to having this one start to burn down. He really should go ahead and repair, but he's not going to. James is very stubborn like that. He knows exactly what he's doing. He's going to go ahead and get Hellions, which are going to help him a lot with the Zerglings, especially since they still don't have speed on the way. Hellions will just roast Zerglings, so this is This actually might be a pretty aggressive push here. Still do not see an expansion for Zerg. We do want to see, you want to see Zerg on one base more than any non-Zerg opponent, generally speaking. Although he is managing to keep his money, I mean not super low, but lowish. James is really not doing a good job of spending his money very well. We do see this small army amassing down here at the bottom bit of the ramp, getting ready to head up, although looks like more is going to be joining. There's going to be some bunkers on the low ground. Spine crawlers are going to go ahead and poke away, and oh, the Zerglings! Alright, now these... Looks like that was the move command, not the attack command, which has allowed the Zerglings to kill a significant number of those Hellions. Which is not great if you are a Hellion, but is excellent if you're a Zergling. You'll note that when the Hellions just are allowed to attack, they do a much better job. And these bunkers are probably going to get killed off pretty quick here, yep. There we go. We do have 2 Marines coming up the ramp trying to make something happen against the swarm of Zerglings. Probably not going to work out too well, although there are more Hellions here. Could be a problem. Might be a problem. Ah, 1 Zergling escapes, but more Hellions. More Hellions. I love that death animation for the SCV. Meanwhile, James Am has gone ahead with the bold strategy of expanding to his opponent's gold base immediately under his overlord, which is just bad manners, if you ask me. But there's no time for that right now. We do have roaches out on the field, which are going to be way less vulnerable to those Hellions. There's some very good creep spread by Fish right now, which is excellent. Still would love to see him expand, but so far so good. And it looks like I can't quite tell if James M is going to wait for reinforcements and then push on up the ramp again, or attempt to, or if he's just going to hang out here with his units. It looks like he is trying to protect his SCVs as they are moving into the line. Here come the roaches. It looks like they are going to push back against these Hellions a bit. The Hellions trying to sort of micro-back to keep anything terrible from happening to them. And it's not working as well as they would like, although roaches are so slow off creep, so very, very, very slow. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh my. Now James has got to worry about this other sort of bad manners base up here that just has all of these, look at these delicious vulnerable SCVs that these roaches could just kill. And they're going to go ahead and repair the bunker. Although that does mean that the SCVs have run over to the very angry roaches. The military units are just going to hang out down here and leave the SCVs to repair the bunker and try not to die, which they probably won't be too effective at. And they are not, although they do manage to escape pretty effectively. And Fish decides to not go ahead and kill that off, but to instead engage this little group over here of largely SCVs and Hellions. Looks like a lot of the Zerglings from Fish are going to go ahead and be taken out by those Hellions, but the roaches are staying strong, because that's what they do. They're almost impossible to kill. They're just awful at this point in the game, because they're so powerful, even in these small numbers, especially in these small little skirmishes. And it looks like this is the first time that Fish is really going to go ahead and push back against this. He still hasn't taken out this gold base, but that's fine. He doesn't really need it because he hasn't expanded yet. Oh, there's not an effective wall off here. Just a few Hellions holding the line. There's some SCVs who are trying to attack, I guess. Which probably isn't the best plan ever. But hey, it's fine, it's fine. Roaches are now in what I'm gonna go ahead and call James's main base. It looks like he's going to target fire the supply depot, which really anything that you destroy of your enemies is great. more roaches coming in to reinforce this attack. This could be the big turning point in the game. You do see supply depots going down, although James really doesn't have any units, and there's the GG. That was, at the very least, that was very interesting. I don't think I've seen the float your base immediately over here and then expand right underneath your opponent's overlord before, but it was certainly creative. You do see that he made good use of this with his mules. Fish, obviously being the victor, had done a very good job of teching up on one base and holding off some, honestly, quite aggressive early Terran units, especially from those Hellions. Probably could have afforded to get speed for his Zerglings a little bit earlier, or to get roaches earlier, either way. But in either case, congratulations to Fish. That was a very good and kind of cool game. Thank you for uploading it, and if anyone else would like to send games to me, please feel free to go ahead and send them to NoobCrafted@gmail.com. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and have a good night!